out number 9.
All right, we're gonna do in-episode tunage, and we will roll that right now. All right, here we go. We're doing the Real Me reaction with Rick Hughes, and he's gonna tell us all about the shooting of the video and the recording of the song and how cool it was for him. So, Rick, sir, welcome to Tunage, and thank you for doing this reaction with us. As soon as I can find the right button, there we go.
There you go.
All right.
My pleasure.
So, when I first saw this video out on YouTube, I lost my mind because I just out of the corner of my eye, I'm doing 16 different things, and I see, Rick Hughes, Aldridge. I'm like, what? I saw, you know what I mean? And then I saw Rudy Sarzo. I'm like, no way. So usually I don't listen to songs before we react to them. So I have to be honest. I've listened to this about 12 times.
And when I saw the video and I sent it to Vince, I didn't realize he had seen it already. I was like, "Did you check this video out? Do you want to?" And he goes, "Yes." I go, "You want me to finish the question?" He goes, "No. Get him on for an interview." Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. What a great story. I mean, just, having recently lost, Ozzy Osbourne, of course, the band backing you up on this track also backed up Ozzy. So could you give a little quick insight on how that all started with Brad Gillis?
With Brad Gillis. We first contacted Brad Gillis for some songs. And then when it was time to record the Real Me, we came up with the idea to ask Brad to play on the Real Me. And I think he came up with the idea of reuniting Tommy and Rudy for the song. And so he helped us a lot to make the connection.
And I have to say, no one hits the skins like Tommy Aldridge. It's every time I would go to see shows, I wouldn't care about anyone else. I would just focus because he's so interesting to watch when he plays. And when
he commands the song. He's like when he was in White Snake. I mean, the song would sound twice as good as on the record when he was doing the drums.
And man, he's a power hitter.
He's a octopussy, man.
Yeah,
he's an octopussy. He's like this, and like, wow.
If he's doing a 90-minute show, just for shits and giggles, if he's doing a 90-minute show, he will warm up and do the entire set list before he plays live. And he's 73 years old. Unbelievable. I mean, Rudy Sarzo, another great talent. Brad Gillis, another great talent. So it must have felt so like you arrived 30 years ago, way back in the day, but to be able to play with those legendary performers, I mean, it had to make your heart skip a beat a little bit,
Oh, it's the strangest thing. It's hard to explain. There's a song called "The Impossible Dream." The impossible dream, to dream the impossible dream. I remember when we started to talk about the possibility to reunite those three. Just talk about it and go, wouldn't that be great?
Oh my goodness.
And then you're not in studio, you're doing the video. So they accepted to do the song, and now they accept to do the video. You go, wow, man, the impossible dream, to dream the impossible dream.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And I'll bet you, Rick, we talk about the talent around you, those three guys. I guarantee you, those three guys looked at you and said, "You are doing Roger Daltrey proud, dude."
Well, one thing's for sure is that before they said yes to playing on my album, I'm pretty sure they kind of checked me out before saying yes. You don't want to hook your wagon to a loose cannon, You can be a great singer and be a loose cannon at the same time.
Yeah. And just so people know who didn't watch the interview that we did with Rick, the hour-long video interview here, this was recorded in November of 24, the music video. So this wasn't done post Ozzy's passing, and they actually delayed the video to give Ozzy some space and his fans to grieve. But what a great gift to everyone who is still grieving, they got to see a little part of Ozzy and you representing those guys and bringing them to us. That's awesome.
And you know, when I said my professors were Gillen, Plant, I forgot to mention Ozzy and Dio. I mean, these guys were my idols, big time.
Yeah.
They're both gone.
Yeah, we just had David Feinstein on from Elf, Ronnie's cousin, and we got to hear some great. I mean, you know, Jason, who's my other co-host, he recorded Black Sabbath live with Ronnie James Dio, and you know, that's another performer you only hear good things about when being spoken about. Ronnie was always nice to me. He was nice to the opening acts. He gave people space. What do you need? He was there and he supported like a mentor should, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right about that. There's only good thing. I met Dio once. I was at NAMM in '93, and he was doing a conference at 9 a.m. So it's that back then you had to go rely on wake-up calls. So I was a wake-up call, the alarm clock, everything ready for 8 o'clock. I had to go there. So I went at 9 a.m, and Dio was talking in front of a large crowd. I waited until everybody had left. I waited till he signed everything I said. And then when everybody had left, I was alone with him. I spoke with him for a good 10 minutes. And exactly like you said, he was very, very gentle, very nice.
You know, one of the first, you know, when I moved out to LA, I spent about 10 years there. And of course I had to go to the Rainbow. I just wanted to see the poker machine that Lemmy played on, you know. And so I was, you know, whatever, it was in between gigs. So, you know, doing commercials or movies or TV, you know, you got a couple of days and I'll just pop in because I haven't been to the Rainbow yet. I've been to everything else, but I haven't been to the Rainbow yet. So pop in there and I see Lemmy at his machine. I'm like, there's no one in the bar. So I walk in, I'm like, no way. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to bug him, you know, hey, Lem, what's going on? And then I go order a drink and I turn around and I'm like, get the fuck out. By the door is John Entwistle with one leg up, hands in his jean jacket. I finished my drink and I never went back to the Rainbow because it would never be that cool.
That's an amazing story. I got some good stories with Lemmy because we were his opening act for a tour in the UK back in the days with Sword. So we became friends, and Lemmy was the real deal.
Yeah,
like this guy, man, you cannot duplicate Lemmy. He's gone. It's forever. There will never be another one like him.
And him and Ozzy were this tight, you know.
His street clothes was his stage clothes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would go some nights after a show, he would go to sleep with his cowboy boots and his outfit, fall asleep, wake up and go back to the next show. Don't change, go.
Absolutely.
He was the best.
So here we go with the real me.
Okay.
All right, let's check it out. Also, this is in a 360 green screen, right?
Yeah, the state-of-the-art technology in Burbank, near Hollywood.
It's got the ceiling as well?
Come again?
Does it have the ceiling? Is the ceiling green
as
well?
It's 360 all around, so that's why it looks so real.
Yeah, and Star Wars is using this, Marvel's using this. It's, you know, it's the latest, greatest, and you can actually, when you're there, you can see what you're reacting to in real time, which totally changes things, you know.
The movies you just mentioned, some scenes were filmed exactly at that location, Castle Studios.
Yeah. Right, here we go.
Okay. No, Rick, don't jump.
What I love about this, man, is you can totally see the joy emanating from your soul
Oh yeah.
Surrounded
Oh
by
yeah.
these guys, you know? That's awesome.
I'm on cloud nine.
Betrays what he thinks. Can you see the real me, doctor? Doctor, can you see the real me, doctor? Oh, doctor. I went back to my mother. I said, I'm crazy, but help me. She said, I know how it feels, son, 'cause it runs in the family. Can you see the real me, mama? Mama, can you see the real me, mama? Oh, mama, can you see the real me? Can you see?
Now, did you happen to catch any glances between those three gentlemen while you were doing this? Like,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah. There were smiles all day long. They wouldn't smile while we were shooting because they didn't want to look like, you know, we're pretending to play. But they would, in between takes, we'd talk, everybody would laugh, and we go, okay, ready? Let's go. And then we'd do another one.
Man, I would love to have been in that room. Absolutely.
But
Go ahead.
the part that's coming, you know, where it's only the bass and the drum. Listen to what Tommy Aldridge is doing. It's incredible what he does with his drum. He's following the beat, and then he stops following it. He does this thing where he turns around and he comes back into it. And all that section, listen to the drumming. It's brilliant.
Okay.
The cracks between the paving stones like rivers of flowing veins. Strange people who know me peeping from behind every window pane. The girl I used to love lives in this yellow house. Yesterday she passed me by. She doesn't want to know me now.
Yeah, what did he even do there? Did he go into 5/4? What?
That's amazing, huh? And we haven't talked about Rudy's thing that he's doing, it's only a voice, a drum, and a bass. And man,
Rudy has always been one of my favorite players. I don't know how many times I've seen him live. Always delivers. I mean, he's a feast to the eyes when he's on stage. Ultimately
Tasteful.
talented. Yeah.
very tasteful. He doesn't overplay or underplay. He plays the part all the time.
Yeah. And one of the most respected musicians in the business, I think.
I agree.
Can you see the real me? Can ya? Can ya? Can you see the real me? Can ya? Oh, yeah! I ended up with a preacher.
Tommy, he's such a good drummer. Oh my! Every time, I mean, just what? I mean,
I ended up with a preacher, a full of blessed hate. I seemed to scare him a little, so he showed me to the Golden Gate. Can you see the real me, preacher? Preacher, can you see the real me, preacher? Can
Ah, come on. That was amazing.
He's so
The guitar's on fire.
Unbelievable, man.
This guitar is on fire.
You know, and I bet you when Roger Daltrey watched this, he was smiling the whole way through.
I hope so.
A major compliment to you, sir.
Thank you.
Unbelievably well done.
Oh, now we lost Rick.
Oh, we can still hear you. But what a great video. Oh, my God.
Fantastic. And I love the edge they put on that song. A nice hardened edge. I love that.
Unbelievable players. And everyone was having a blast, hands down.
Oh, absolutely.
You
They
know.
had to love playing together again like that after all these years. And with Rick in there just nailing it.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I'm sure Roger was smiling the whole time he was you know, watching that. I'm sure he's watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, he made it. He did it proud. He did. Roger had to be happy with that.
Rick, you okay over there?
I kind of lost you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know what
That's
happened.
okay.
No worries, man.
And we got to watch it again. Let's watch it again.
It's rock and roll. That's how it goes, you know?
Yeah, awesome version. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, man. You have to be totally, you know, you should be very proud of yourself. Great album, apart from this song as well. But it was also to give Rudy that gift of him being able to, because he was talking about Entwistle when he was on the show and how much he loved him. So to give him that, you know, he'll never forget that you gave him that. And that's, you know, that's totally. And Tommy Aldridge. Go ahead.
I'll never forget what he gave to me. That's for sure.
Right.
Because he's up there, and I'm right about here, and he's so soulful that he had the respect to look down and go, yeah, okay, I'll go.
And you know what? I think a lot of people, after seeing this, you're going to get the proper respect that's due to you as well. You know what I mean? Like that's a gift. Bringing those guys, you know, just happened to be a coincidence after Ozzy's death to give everyone that band in a performance. You know, all the Ozzy fans are just, you know, very thankful and grateful. And, you know, what a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah,
sure.
It is. Music is the gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely. All right, and that's our Tunage episode. Rick will be right back to wrap up the show. But thank you, everyone, for watching the Tunage. Rick, thank you for reacting to your own tune. And we'll see you guys next time on Tunage. All right. So.
What? We're back live?
Yeah. We cut this out and the reaction, and we release it as a separate thing so more people watch who don't want to watch the interview.
I usually put my phone on the plane so I don't get, and I forgot to do it. So it was my sister calling me. So I lost connection because the telephone was interfering.
That's all right. So I just went, matter of fact, I just went with two of my sisters to see David Lee Roth do the Van Halen celebration thing. And so I'm doing all these like videos, you know, to post on the, you know, social media for the channel and all that. And, you know, horns up is our thing. And so I do a horns up, and my sister does because she doesn't, you know, she's 60, some, you know. And then she looked at her hand like it was broken. So the trident is now a show thing as well. So shout out to my sister Jill for the trident. But
it's funny.
Yeah, it's always great when you can blame a sibling.
Vince, it's funny that you're telling that story because I was telling you I could tell you some Lemmy story, very funny. Okay,
yeah.
I'll tell you one right now.
Absolutely.
So we start the tour. We open for Motorhead, and at the end of the show, I'm a big Ozzy fan, so I'm going like this to people. So Lemmy comes to me and he goes, Rick, he says, what? He says, stop doing that. I says, why? He says, I'll tell you why. Because here, that is twice that. And it's true. If you really want to insult somebody back in the UK, you go like this. But I did not know. Man, I was so I really laughed on this one. He says, because this is twice that.
Right.
That's from Lemmy's mouth.
Right. And another story, the reason why the middle finger became a thing, because I think it was French archers, they cut off their first fingers, and that was basically telling the English they just held up their middle finger because they didn't have the other one.
That's
amazing. How the finger thing came invented.
The bird.
I never knew that.
Flipping the bird.
And I do have to say, my French relative was the first person to be beheaded by guillotine.
That's something.
I'm sure for their smart ass mouth.
Yeah. Were there Lamberts?
Pelletier. But that's a great memory. Yeah, I'm also First Nation Huron from that's what my grandma was,
That's cool.
It's great, and you don't see it too often anymore, that the traditions being passed down, and traditions are kind of being watered out and left to the wayside. And so people out there, start the tradition. If you don't already have it, play music with your family, listen to music, and, because also if you have PTSD, the best thing for that type of stress, it's been proven through studies, is to dance. So keep it moving.
Yeah, dance your life away, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't take don't take life too seriously. Just go about it like it's a gift. Every day is a gift, especially as we get older.
Yeah.
So, anyways, life's been good to me. So I'm just this, what we're talking about, the video and having those guys, having Robbie Krieger playing on my album, Amy Keys.
I've got a great Doors story. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was working on a Tyson chicken commercial. Anyway, I got hurt. I blew up my back, rotated my hip, blew up my knee at the same time, multiple surgeries, ended my special effects career. And then I wound up helping out the disabled community with
what happened.
So I'm waiting on surgery, and I hear wafting through the window, do 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 do.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I was trained to be an audio engineer by Eddie Mashal, who won 5 Grammys with the Eagles. He recorded Hotel California.
The Eagles.
So, there's certain things you have innately, but there's certain things you can be trained. So he trained us to have a really good ear if you're already halfway there. And I'm like, there's no way, because only one person can play keyboards like that. Only one. So I hobble out with my cane and I walk the block and a half, right? It's a new Chevy car dealership being opened up, Chevrolet, who's best friends with Ray Manzarek. So I'm sitting there with my free hot dog, my Coke, and I'm watching the Doors minus Jim Morrison, Ray singing, and I'm watching the Doors in the parking lot of a car dealer.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
What a crazy story.
But, it's all about, like, if it had been any other thing, I wouldn't have gone down there. But I knew that only one person could play the Moog that way.
And the same applies to Robbie Krieger. Because if you revisit their catalog and you listen to songs, you realize that this guy was such a great guitar player, is such a great, sorry for my, I mean, all his parts are intricate and they
Big in the jazz chords. Yeah, he's got the jazz chords,
Exactly.
He was probably the most musical guy in the band. That would be my opinion. And then Ray came after him. You know,
A real artist. This guy's a real artist. He's still doing it, and he's still searching for the sound, the perfect thing. And
Yeah.
wow, I utmost respect for Robbie Krieger, and I thank my lucky star that he's on my album, because I mean, come on, this guy is like bigger than big.
Yeah, another legend. And you know, that the Doors have never been not in my playlist. You know, from the time I was probably born, you know what I mean? With all the, you know, older siblings and stuff. But all right, Rick Hughes, Redemption. Go buy physical media. That's what helps supports the band and keeps them doing what they do. Buy physical media, buy merchandise.
The album is out October 24th on Deco Entertainment. Pick it up, and hopefully Sword will be popping in someone's fest or something soon, and you can see Sword and Rick and pick up the album, pick up t-shirts, pick up vinyl, pick up CDs, support live music.
Absolutely. Always support live music, because
one thing's for sure, guys, is that this album will be touring. We're already on it.
Awesome.
We'll be touring. So keep your eyes and your ears open, because we're not the kind to say, no, touring is too expensive. No. We'll find a way. We found a way to get Robbie Krieger on the album. We found a way to get the Speak of the Devil lineup. We'll find a way to tour.
Oh, look forward to seeing you guys.
It's interesting. You brought that up about, asking these people, and a lot of people say, oh, I can't do this because of that. I'm like, well, did you ask? Well, no, they're not gonna. No, if you don't ask, you don't know if they're going to say yes. And sometimes all you have to do is just ask.
Exactly.
It's very, very simple. Just be respectful. Hey, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rick,
the impossible dream.
Much, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We totally appreciate it.
You're fantastic. Thank you, Rick.
Buy this album right now. And we'll see you on the road, Rick. Hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah,
and let's talk again, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, once we're like herpes, you can't get rid of us.
Yeah, if you're looking for some opening acts, let us know, because we interviewed quite a few young bands last year. We'd love to help them get some chance to be on the road. So if you're looking for some great opening acts, let us know.
Yeah, Perfect. The guy who produced your album, Webster,
did the Rods.
Who did we just? The Rods. He just did the Rods album.
Yeah.
Let's bring John Webster in the conversation before we leave. John, the real me, the sound of the real me, and the whole structure of the song, because there's a guitar solo where there's not on the U version, we added a guitar solo for Brad Gillis because we wanted to showcase him. John Webster's creation. John Webster is a genius. He's brilliant. I'm so grateful that he said yes for doing my album, because it took us 2 years to do, and he overseed everything. So the real me is mostly his creation.
That's awesome too, because a lot of artists produce their own stuff and they don't know when to stop when it's good to go. They'll keep, sometimes everyone can't self-produce, and I always like bouncing off of someone else anyway, you know what I mean? That just is help.
Yeah, there's a phrase for that. John is the best, man.
Right on. Rick Hughes, ladies and gentlemen. Fred,
thank you, Rick.
And so guys,
thanks, Fred. Thanks, Vince.
Thank you, sir.
Best luck moving forward.
We'll see you guys soon on Creativity Talking. And remember, guys, and if you're feeling low, you're feeling bad, please pick up a phone and get help. We'd rather take a phone call than go to a funeral. Mental health is pushed aside a lot. So listen to some music, go dance a little bit, talk to your friends, tell some jokes. We'll see you guys next time.
Amen.
Bye, guys.